Hello again. I've had a really busy few days with grandchildren around, and so I thought I wanted to try and grab this bit of time to get the 17th done. I do know what is inside this envelope today because my time was such this week. I just had to kind of plan things out to get things fitting in. So let's open it and I'll show you what it is. And I was quite flummoxed with what to do with it, to be perfectly honest. So, day 17, Gummiapan Christmas alphabet, and it's an old TV. What do you do with an old TV? Well, I decided that I would have to have some kind of catchy sentiment, something maybe funny. Old TV, old people, you know, the sort of thing. It's the way my mind works these days. So I pre-prepared some things for this one. The bit that you're going to see that I've not tried is actually doing something with the die itself, but the preparation of the card itself I have started. So let me show you. Oh dear, oops. I got a square card base. Okay. I decided that my catchy sentiment would have to be computer generated because I didn't have stamps to write what I wanted to write. So I sat down and thought about what would be funny-ish for this card. And I was trying to think of comparing an old TV to an old person. So this is what I came up with. You know you're old when you could remember having to get up out of your chair to turn on the TV. I think probably yesterday's chair must have had something to do with the chair business. I don't know, in the back of my mind. But I did this in Word 2013. I wrote the text in text boxes so that I could put them wherever I wanted on the screen. And I had the screen size set so that the actual size I could see on the screen was exactly the same size as a piece of A4. So I could hold this in front of the screen to see if it fitted all right in the space. Actually, it wasn't this, it was a die cut of this, which I don't know what I've done with that. Oh, here it is. I die cut one first. So I could hold this in front of the screen and see. Now, I have done a video all about putting sentiments onto cards in Word 2013, and I will put a link to that video in the description under this one. So if you want to see how I did it, it's really, really not difficult because I'm not very techie, I have to say. So if you want to see how to do it, have a look at the link that I put at the bottom. Okay, so that is my card panel, which I'm going to put onto the front of this card. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to leave it all kind of plain, really. All I want to do is try and work out what I do to make this TV. And I'm going to use some of the sort of technique like I did yesterday with the chair by layering, cutting the die pieces apart. And so I've got various different pieces of card. I've got a piece here which is actually wood grain. Not that side, this side. It's got the texture of wood grain, and I thought that might be quite nice. I know it's only going to be a tiny bit, but just for the little bit around the edge, for the box, the frame of the TV. So I've got that. I've got some silver. You can see I cut yesterday's chair from this piece. Some silver because I thought the antenna and maybe this panel here with the knobs on would be okay in silver. I don't know. I'm not sure. We'll see. I've got a piece of grey. I thought the grey might be quite nice for the screen. And I think that the surround to the screen there, I thought I might do black. And I have a piece of black. Okay. Now then. Let's just cut a few of these and see where we go. So the base layer, I'll start with the wood and see how much I need to cut. I just cut a little piece out here. It's going to be quite fiddly, but these dies, when I say they're sort of embossed dies, they are embossed in that they leave lines, but some of those lines are cut right through in places, so they're easy to separate. You've only got a few little tiny bits. What am I doing? There we go. It's early in the morning. I know a lot of you watch early in the morning, which is why I want to try and get this. It's actually 5:20. Right. So there's my TV in the wood. Let's cut him out of this grey to see if it looks all right with a screen like this. Some of it may be inlaid, some of it may be layered. We'll have to see how it looks, really. Okay, now I wanted that for the screen, so if I cut the grey out, I'm going to have to get some glasses, I think. It's a bit early in the morning. Right, have a pair of glasses. Right, and when we're doing, I don't know, let's see. My watch doesn't want to play ball. It's probably still asleep, a bit like me. Right. You only got to cut a tiny bit and the rest comes off, do you see? Lots of these foreign dyes seem to be able to do that. Okay, let me cut a silver one. I don't know if it's going to work at all, this really, but it's just what I thought might, so we'll have a go. Right. Now I wanted that for the antenna. Very fiddly. Okay. I think I'm going to stick that on straight away because you know my track record, I'll lose it. Oof. Whoops. There we go. Okay, that's that bit. Now the bit with the knobs on. I don't know if that would look okay. And let me cut a black one as well because I think I want black for the screen. I had visions of it for the screen surround. Let's see. It might be the legs as well, actually, this one. I thought that the black might look good for the legs. Which bit do I want? The screen surround. Okay. This. Which bit is it? That bit, I think. See why I need my glasses on, can't you? Now I need to get the screen out, because I think the screen would look nice in grey. So that's okay. Once I've got the first corner cut, I can do the rest with the scissors, which is probably a bit easier than the knife. There we go. Had a lovely few days with the grandkid, but it does make me tired, I tell you. Black legs, do you think? Black legs to the TV? Oh, I cut them apart there, didn't I? That was silly. I'll do another one. I remember these in about the 60s, wasn't it? Was it the 60s when the black legs with kind of a little brass thing on the bottom or something like that, you know? I don't know. People have to get up forever and twizzle around the aerial to try and get the signal. Right, let's try black legs. I might leave them as wood, I don't know. Let's see. Let's have a bit more. Let's do the knob panel. Let's do that with a bit of silver. See if what that looks like. Looks a bit drab at the minute. We might have to put a bit of perhaps a bit of silver around the screen. That's livened it up a bit, hasn't it? Let me just try a tiny bit of silver. Or which way around should it be? No, I think I'll do... Well, I can always do it both ways. Would the silver be next to the screen? I don't know that it would, really. I'll take this. I'll do the tiny bit first. Let me do the tiny... I can always cut another one. There we go. Going to be finished with loads of little snippings here. Just cut that bit off. There we are. Now I need to get into a corner. Haven't cut that side very well. That's it. Into a corner, so I can just have that tiny bit of silver around the edge. This is just a cheap old knife from Flying Tiger. There we go. I'm in. There we are. Oh, goodness me. It's so tiny. Makes me feel all thumbs. There we go. Right. Let's see. All that work for this little bit here. I'm going to stick these together. I'm just going to do it. Just going to go for it before I lose all the bits. Right. That goes on there. These go on here. Right. Let's put this one next. Not much wood, is there? I don't even bother with the wood grain, can hardly see any of it. Never mind. The thought was there. Oh dear. I know it's wood. Right, I put this bit onto that bit, and then the two bits onto the base. Right. Start thinking about all the old programs you used to watch as well. When we lived in the States, when my son was tiny, he used to like to watch Captain Kangaroo. And there were lots of cartoons and things on TV in those days. And when we came home again, when he was 3, there were hardly any cartoons on TV. And his grandparents, when we first stayed with them on the way back, would shout, "Come on, David, there's a cartoon on TV." Because there was a rarity. There we go. That's my telly. I don't think it looks too bad. Let me clear away all this detritus, and we'll just pop him onto the card. I don't know how long this has taken me. I thought it was going to be quick. Oh dear. Right. There we are. All my spare bits. I put those on the side. So my fingers don't pick up stuff like they used to. Right. That is going to go on. Does it look a bit lonely, do you think? Do you think we need a bit of... I think we need a little bit of grounding there, don't you? Just like I did with that bit of stenciling on the chair yesterday. It just gives it somewhere to be. Right. Let me throw away all these bits. There we go. Now, just what could I do just to ground that? Let me look. This is a box of stumplerations, and I've got various. There might be something on here. Let me see. Let me see. Yeah, I think that might be all right. Moment of truth. Oh, let's get a little block. And again, I think just a drab sort of colour. Let's do hickory smoke. Hickory smoke, where are you? Here we are. Oopsie daisy. I don't know if I've used this. Right. I don't know if this is going to work. It looks a bit wet. Let me try it on a piece of scrap a minute. Yeah, that'll do. Yeah, that will do. Bit of the stamp pad there. You know, a bit of the fabric, it's fraying at the edges. Right. If that's going to go there, got a dirty mark there, so that's where it's going to go. There we go. Oh, look. Where's that come from? Oh, Lord. I'll sort that. There we are. Oh, just look at that. Would you believe it? I will get rid of it somehow or other. If not, I'll do another front. But there we are. What is it? 17. Day 17. You know you're old when you remember having to get up out of your chair to turn on the TV. Thanks so much for watching.